Okay, so let's just do some math real quick. Okay, because
Hmm.
you have a 14-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 1.5-year-old, right? So let's just say you get married, and
Hmm.
this man, let's just say he has 2 kids.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be 6 kids plus you, because that would be 7. So you're saying this man has to make enough income if you get married to take care of 7 people. Well, really 8, including himself.
Mm.
Good question, Kendra. You see how she stopped and she's thinking about it? That lets you know they never think about the things they ask for. They just expect the man to provide. They never do the math of, you know what? Is this a fair deal? He has to pay for himself, for his kids, my kids, and me, and then I don't have to pay for anything. They never take time to think about it like, is this a fair deal? Like, which man is willing to take this deal? Good question, Kendra.
I mean, technically, yeah, because you know what you are getting when you meet me. If I come with all of the
Wow.
kids and I am already taking care of them by myself, anyways. So, I mean, if I could take care of them on the
Wow.
income that I'm on, then
That you should continue to take care of them on the income that you're on. And when you
Exactly.
and and you will be a blessed woman if you find a man that will be willing to be a partner with you. Because I just gotta say, even when I presented it to you, you stopped to take a breath. But does
Yep.
that even sound fair? Like, it doesn't even sound fair, the request that you're asking. You're
Thank you, Kendra. Finally. This is a sign Kendra is starting to wake up. I'm telling you, Kendra has done the math and be like, is this really a good deal for any man? Because mind you, these women don't think about it. They only know a list of things they expect the man to provide. They never think about that. Is this really a good deal for a man? So I'm not gonna give him any keys. You know, some of them even sometimes say, I'm not gonna give you any sex till after marriage, but I expect you to pay for my bills, pay for your bills, pay for my kids that don't belong to you, and I'm not giving you any kids. It's like, is that a good deal? Thank you, Kendra. Thank you so much. Finally, you see how men are saying this is delusion of the highest order.
I mean,
you're saying this man has to make enough money to take care of 8 people because
Mm-hmm.
that's what a man should do. You'll buy groceries, you'll buy toiletries. No, you come with 4 kids. And
Mm-hmm.
if he has two, we're doing hypotheticals. This is hypothetical.
right.
But let's take out his 2 kids. You come
Okay.
with 4 kids, and then that's 5. So you're saying if I marry you, yes, I'm not ever paying the mortgage. Like, I think ladies start thinking of this in a math equation. Like,
They
that's
I mean,
don't.
yeah,
crazy.
realistically, yeah, I get it.
They don't. That's our point. They don't, and they do not care because they say you already know what you're getting yourself into. And she said the same thing. And if men try to speak up and be like, you know what, that's not a good deal. You know what they say? They call you sassy. They call you gay. They call you dusty, and they call you broke. All because you're trying to say, hey lady, just look at this. Do you think this is a good deal? They're like, you can't afford me. You're broke. I don't need no broke nigga. Dusty, sassy. Oh, men are sassy these days. They want women to go 50-50. No, it's not that the men want 50-50. They're trying to say, is this a good deal? Because let's be honest, relationships are a give and take. So the man is providing for you and your kids. What does he get in return? It's a give and take. It's called a relationship for a reason. If it's one way, it's not a relationship. It's slavery, whatever you want to call it.
I just feel like if the bills are being paid 50-50, then the household is and everything's being split 50-50 as well. If I'm working
But
and
no,
I've
no,
got to
but you said, I asked you about that. You said if you
uh
get married, you're not doing 50-50.
oh no, I thought you meant money wise. I didn't think you meant like life, like
I
home
did
wise.
mean money wise. And you said if you get, are you reach, well, I did mean money wise. And you said if you get married, you don't believe in 50-50.
I didn't say, I'm not that I don't believe in it. I just feel like there should be a common ground. It's your home. Like we're, for example, we go and we buy a
Girl,
house
you know
together.
this
Like
is a
right now.
recording. I can rewind the tape right
Yes,
now.
you can
Let
rewind
me
it.
let me see if I can rewind the tape.
She did say no
You allowed
50-50.
this to replay. Let me see
Okay.
if I can rewind the tape live on what you said. Because I thought you said if you get married, you're not going to do 50-50
She did say
because
that.
the expectation is him as your husband. I
Yes.
could have heard it
I
wrong.
thought you meant like 50. So you don't mean house-wise. You're talking about money-wise,
I'm talking
50-50.
about money wise.
Okay. I don't mind. I feel like 50-50 is okay. It's fine in a sense of like if you want me to make certain decisions, like for an example, if I get into another relationship and we decide to tie the knot and we are moving forward with our relationship, my kids are not only going to be in the picture for so I shouldn't say that, that sounds so wrong, but my oldest is almost in high school, I mean almost in college and so on and so forth. So in that series, our household will be shrinking in some sense.
Listen,
Your household won't be shrinking. And the reason why is because just because the kids don't live in the house doesn't mean they don't expect you to provide, especially when it comes to college tuition. So, yeah, the kids don't live in the house, but they're in college. So that means you're paying college tuition. And it's usually more expensive than, all the years before they even went to college.
I'm a girl in my 40s, and
Yes,
if I need money from my daddy, he still give it to me in my 40s. I think
I love that
everybody
for
knows
you.
if you got kids for a lifetime. Those bills, if your kids, and if you marry a man, I think you want him to accept that, right? Like I don't
Absolutely.
think you want a man thinking that once this kid turn 18, we ain't never gonna see them again. That's not
No.
kind of really how life happens, nor do you want a man that way. I
Right.
think this money conversation, I don't know why. I don't usually deep dive in it, but I think it's worthy of deep diving in it because I think what a lot of women don't know is there's a lot of partnership income relationships, right? It's actually more common than not. And it's not a bad thing. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing, especially when you come with a lot of expenses. Like, you come with 4 kids. So I
Right.
just think that to not say it's impossible because you might hit the lottery, girl. You might meet a rich man who got
Fingers
big.
crossed.
And this is the first time I've seen Kendra actually try to dissect, because this is something Kevin Samuels used to do, and women used to hate him for this. So I'm surprised Kendra is deep diving and trying to dissect these women's expectations of men, because women may turn on her as well and start saying she hates black women, she hates women's standards, and she's attacking women's preferences. Because this is the same thing Kevin Samuels used to do. He used to ask her, do you want to get married? Do you have kids? Do you want to pay bills? And the women would be like, no, 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 no. And then he's like, is that fair to a man? And this is the same thing Kendra is doing. But I think she's just tired of women having unrealistic expectations. But shout out to her, because finally, this is something men have been saying for ages, and they say men hate women. Just because they're asking, is it a fair deal to a man to come in and pay for your kids?
House who got enough room for all you and your kids, and and you can live happily ever after. Like, again, I'm not God, so I'm not gonna say it can't happen, but
Yes.
but
In
it
real
probably
in real
won't.
life.
It probably, yeah, but it probably won't. So if you're already fending for you and your kids, and you meet a man who's gonna willing to love on your kids, but you might have to still add some money to the mortgage, that's
Right.
not a bad thing.
No,
That's
it's
all
not.
I'm saying. That's not a bad thing. And I think that
Yeah.
that's why I put it in the math equation, because I think sometimes women just see, let me tell you the reason why, because I make money. Okay. And that's why I think with money, because when you make money, you think about your money, and it turns you off when people feel entitled to your money. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
woman, and I work. Nothing has been given to me ever in life. Everything I have is because I work for it. And nothing turns me off more when a person feels as though they're entitled
Entirely.
to my hard income and my money because of whatever reason.
Yeah, Kendra, but you a woman. The difference is, sure, you don't like people who feel entitled to your money, but when men say that same exact thing, that hey, listen, I'm not entitled. You can't. You shouldn't be entitled for me to pay for your bills. You shouldn't feel entitled for me to pay for bills for your own kids that don't belong to me. You know what the women say? You're dusty. You're sassy. You are broke. How dare you? I'm the prize. I'm the queen. How dare you not want to pay for my bills? I'm the woman. You're a man. It's your job. And the men simply say, okay, but what do I get in return? It's like nothing. I'm the man. You're the man. It's your job. I'm the woman. You should provide for me. You should accept me and my kids. She said the same exact thing. So, Kendra, I understand what you're saying. people don't like to feel, and you shouldn't, you know, you don't want people to feel entitled to your money, but you're a woman. So the women will never say those things, say the same things they say to you, the same things they say to men.